Okay. Do we have permission to go off the rails yet? Just for a little tangent, you know, just some good old fashioned conversation.
Yeah, you have permission.
All right. So now, I love Freddy versus Jason. I was trying to figure out which one to pick. I say, you know what? Let's do this one because when you watch that one, you're supposed to assume the person watching fully understands the lore of both sides. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. Because they reintroduced both characters.
I know, but
like,
when you know, but the lore of he haunts Elm Street. She and remember but it's been a while though. No one's heard of him, so that's what you say with the reintroduction, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about this is when you to fully understand the lore. You know, I'm trying to do my what's his name? My Cuban B. Oh no, what's his name? Come on, the dumbass Jim Breuer's character. To fully understand, right? To fully understand Freddy versus Jason, man, you have to fully understand the lore, man. And then how ignorant it is they put them together. And they fight them they get like a fucking action, like a Chinese action director, like motherfucker, you know, some John Woo wannabe shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Where this was supposed to spawn like multiple movies of like multiple, you know, bad guy characters fighting each other, but nobody followed up with anything.
Well, I mean, I guess we did finally see the Alien versus Predator after this. You know what I mean? Like they kind of.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? But that was, I mean, what other
they were supposed to have Chucky versus Michael Myers, you know, like type shit.
Come on, that was whack, man.
There was a lot of rumors that we're going to be getting.
We're really going to do that one?
Yeah.
Chucky just so happened to be the doll at the house for the kid where Michael Myers has come through every year, huh? This motherfucker. That's what he said.
It could have. He is supernatural. We got two supernatural beings.
Oh shit! Then you ain't lying, no, huh?
Supernatural.
Okay, all right. Hit me off with it, Nelly. Supernatural movies, right? They always fucked me up, bro. Exorcist fucked me up. Poltergeist fucked me up when I was a kid. Which one is yours?
As a kid, no, Exorcist was one of them too.
Right, that's your
Omen. Yeah. Omen was pretty sinister.
I mean,
with
Damien, yeah.
Omen.
You would just think about
and
it.
And actually, you know what was really scary was Poltergeist. I was like 12 when it came out, I think, or 11.
Poltergeist was one of those ones that was rented when I was a kid. We're gonna rent movies and shit and have, you know.
Yeah, what I mean? We saw it on the Super Channel or First Choice, whatever it's called. It's on the movie channel on satellite.
You know what's really good? That actually it's really dark. Fucking The Shining, because that was one of those ones that I watched later in life.
Too. I saw that.
Wow, that's really fucked up.
I saw it on TV. It came out on TV. Dark.
You know what's funny in Ready? Have either of you guys seen Ready Player One?
Yeah, I definitely watch it.
Oh, I've heard of it. What is
Shroomin'. I was dummy ass Shroomin'. I remember we were at the drive-ins. I go, what? They got Chucky in this motherfucker? That's all I remember for the movie. I was like, what? Put that on. I got Chucky in this motherfucker.
Yeah, it was
Crispy, 7 years old. He saw it.
Yeah, I mean, Crispy talks about that, how that fucked him up.
Which one? The Exorcist?
Seeing The Exorcist at 7 years old. Yeah. So it's all Warner Brothers, like with Ready Player One, and The Shining is one of the. Because just in this video game, like they're trying to figure things out. They're going through this quest, and the quest is they have to figure something out from a movie. So they go to the movie theaters, and when you go to the movie theaters, they actually like insert
in the movies.
Yeah, real trippy.
Oh, Streep, I could not figure that movie out though. I promise you, when I was like, what? We used to go out there too, pull out the mini grill, and we out there just drinking, queuing it up. We watched fucking 3 movies, bro. You know what I mean? We are not moving.
Did you ever see American Werewolf in London?
Hell yeah, bro.
No. What's
her name? Had some big ass titties. Remember, she had to calm him down. She had to whip the titties out on him. Hold on, just grab these titties. Remember that?
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember that scene? Because he wakes up, he sees the fucking. Because he wakes up,
he wakes up twice.
Yes, and the first time he wakes up. It's the second time he wakes up. When the second time he wakes up, and he looks over and he sees the mom. She's all fucked up. She's like a fucking. They never explained that either. She's like a corpse. oh, honey, whatever. He's like, oh, and then here's the blonde chick from like from Ronin. Remember that movie with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her. So she's to calm him down. She straddles him and just takes her shirt off. She had these big ass titties. Just,
oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
She grabs his hands like, boom, calm down. Just,
yeah.
Because he's like, what in the fuck is going on? He's like, maybe he couldn't control it. He was eating all the fucking. He was like, he went to the restaurant. Give me steak, raw, rare.
Oh yeah.
Bloodier. Remember? And she was just trying to keep an eye on him because that full moon was coming. You know what I mean?
I remember how Jack kept getting. He kept looking worse and worse as the movie went on. Jack, his buddy.
Because it's almost like they're a fiend.
Because watching that movie, the first part of the movie was scary because they're out on the road. Of course, the woman in the outer side.
Oh, are you talking about
on the road?
I think you might be talking about the original one, bro. I'm talking about the 90s remake one.
I'm talking about the original one.
Yeah. Okay, I never fucked with it. Yeah, because I was like, oh, yeah. Because when I said the chick from the Ronin, I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm talking about the newer one.
And that one, I think the original American Werewolf in London, the same.
Yeah, because the new one was American Werewolf in Paris.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. The director directed Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Give me that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, look what Crispy just asked.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Crispy, do you believe in eating lunch every day?
Ghosts are real, man.
Ghosts are real, man. The question is, okay, even if you give it the numbers, it's like this. Is everyone just lying about this stuff? Every single ghost story, everybody's lying, right?
There's such thing as a wavelength, and if the massive wavelength,
that makes no sense. No, but Bogey,
people might choose to not believe it.
Bogey, just let this sink in. Is everybody lying about these? What if just one person's not lying out of millions of ghost stories?
I don't know.
A lot of people lie.
Yeah, you can't really you can't really say nothing to me to convince me otherwise. You know what I mean?
What's that?
No, there's nothing that no one can say. I'm with you. I'm on that side. I'm a believer.
Well, yeah, I know you are, but I'm just saying this in general. Like for someone not to believe, think that it's true.
All right, this is how true I know it is, right? And then I even got scared of it because I was always a truth seeker. I loved Mulder and X-Files. I'm a we're Sagittarius, bro. We have an idea
here, buddy. I'm glad you asked.
Right? And so here was my thing as a kid, bro. I remember when the Exorcist fucked me up and I started going to Catholic school. You know, you do that every Sunday or whatever, right? So I'm at the Catholic school every Sunday. It's like an hour while my parents are at church. We do this thing, and then you get your communion at the end of it, whatever, your first communion, whatnot. And I remember asking the teacher, I said, "Is Exorcist real?" And she said, "Oh yeah, Father John just performed one a couple weeks ago."
Yeah,
that shit fucked me up. Oh shit, Father John's a gangster, bro. I see him every Sunday, bro. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That's how I was thinking as a kid. I was like, oh shit, that shit.
You're in that's a Catholic church, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Catholic.
Father John was this Filipino dude.
He's just doing that.
You know, just every.
Hey, well, Crispy, when we have my buddy on as a guest, we're gonna go through that ghost story with him here.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Asian cat.
Yeah, he's kind of he resembles Keanu Reeves a little bit.
Oh yeah, because he's half and half, right?
Yeah, half Japanese.
And that's a good look to have, bro.
Yeah, he's been told by casting, "Oh, you look too much Keanu, we can't cast you."
It's like what?
He gets that, so
that's fucked up. He's like, what? Let me be a stunt double. There's a bomb on the bus.
You know what I've been listening to lately? I stopped for a long time since last year. It's called Paranormal Rising. Is the name of the channel? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
He just talks. He says every day he's got glitch stories mostly from Reddit. I don't know if he's got any personal ones, but there's people waking up. You know, like I said, like they're driving to these places where they're in a bar. Then the bar, you know, they go there the next day. It doesn't even exist.
Whoa.
The people waking up in a parallel universe. People this one's common. That there's a lot of people say they'll meet someone, but they don't remember meeting them, and then they meet them, but they don't remember. Then they say, "Oh yeah," the person, "Hey, so how's your cat?" What do you mean? How do you know that I have a cat? Oh, we talked yesterday about it when you bumped into. I never talked to you yesterday.
in my own,
so they keep talking. How did this person know all about me? And they can, and that there's a lot of stories like that.
Yeah.
in my research, just personally, because what I always want, you go to the gym, you like strengthen, your biceps or your triceps or whatever. It was all about, to me, I was like, okay, in order to not get possessed, you have to possess a strong will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because here was the thing too, is why do you think they caught spirits with alcohol? Motherfuckers get to drinking, and if they ain't strong willed, they might get to hold of your ass. Yeah. And they
Yeah,
go,
a lot of people
take you
fight
for
a
a test
lot.
drive. Take your ass for a test drive on the town. You know what I mean? And then you wake up, you don't remember nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what happened? I mean,
Yeah, it
there's-
could be very well that people sometimes the people change when they're drunk. Maybe they didn't change at all. Maybe it was the spirit was able to get inside of them
I'm just saying, man.
at that time.
I mean,
And
why
then
do they
create
call
havoc.
alcohol the spirits for? Even when you refer to it in the
Yeah.
industry, they call it the spirit industry. You know what I'm saying? Like when you refer to the alcohol.
Yeah, true.
industry. I mean,
You may
this
even have
goes
a
back.
happy spirit that liked to drink when he was alive, and you get those happy drunks, right?
I mean, yeah, because it could be a motherfucker that's what he conjures up, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some other, I'm just saying. But that's also if you believe. I think if you ever could not explain something, supernatural is the way to explain it, right? Because we live in a world where like you need science facts. I need the facts. You know what I mean? Or I don't believe it. But then, there's fate or faith, even, I should say.
Funny, they'll say they don't believe it. Then I say, I had a dream last night. Really? But I can't prove the dream by facts, but they'll believe that. Why is that? It's those people are very inconsistent.
I don't know. I
can't prove to you that I dreamt last night. Right?
I have I have reoccurring dreams, and I have dreams where I burrow. And when I say burrow, I mean I go to like dark places. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the places I used to take me on DMT and shit. Because I've been to like wonderful places on DMT, but it's crazy because that's the dream shit. And what's crazy when I'm in that realm though, I can like do shit. I can jump hella high, as opposed to in other dreams where I can't even, like, I'm trying to run, I can't run, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? This one, I'm like super conscious. I'm like fucking lucidly dreaming, and I'm jumping all over the place. And I'm
lucid dream. I have those every now and then. Those are cool.
Yeah, those are crazy, bro. I wake up and I'm like, whoa. It's a trip for me now too, is like waking up because we don't have no blackout curtains yet. And my master bedroom's facing the east, and we're 50 feet above sea level. So when that sun comes up, it's beaming, bro, and it's different. And I wake up and I'm like blinded, and I'm like, oh shit, and it feels like I'm still in the dream. Whoa, you know what I mean? And I have to remember, oh yeah, I live here now. You know what I mean? I almost have to remember to tether myself. I used to tell people that too when we used to do DMT. Just twiddle your thumbs when you're sitting there, and then you're tethered to somewhere. You know what I mean? Because me, I'm just laid out. Let's go. I don't even want the tether. Fly. Space and time.
Yeah, if you really think about it, you close your eyes, you just lie still. There's no up or down, left or right. You're just hovered. You can like let your mind take off.
You ever went down the rabbit hole of projecting?
You're suspended. What's that?
Astral projections? You ever went down that rabbit hole?
Yeah, of course.
Shit's real as a motherfucker, bro.
Astral projecting, yeah.
That shit's real as a motherfucker, bro. I have a cousin, and this motherfucker would sleepwalk, and he swear he would astral project.
I used to sleepwalk a lot as a kid. I remember.
Yeah, he would sleepwalk all the time, but it would be a trip though, because he would be like, even the times he's not sleepwalking, and he would always fall asleep before us, like in the slumber parties, right? All the cousins would be sleeping when we were kids and shit.
Yeah.
And then he'll wake up and have a recollection of our conversation, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Because he was like, nah, I was there, bro. No, what are you fucking talking about? You know me? As a kid, I was that way. When the fuck are you talking about? You're asleep, bro. You know what I mean? Then years later, like, I swear I always used to astral project. I figured out what it was, bro. I'm like, whoa.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of things that, I don't know how it works, but there's a lot of things that are kind of regulated, or things that are consistent in that spiritual realm that you think, wow, what the fuck? Because I'll set my alarm clock different on certain days sometimes.
Always wake up.
But usually I set it at 6:20. I wake up at 6:19 or 6
all the
or
time.
10 seconds
I wake
before.
up anticipating it.
But if I set it at 6, well, hold on, Bogey.
Yeah,
if I set it at 6:55, I wake up a few seconds before that. But no matter when I set it, I will wake up just before.
Oh, no matter what.
Even though I changed the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just that it's more. There's a lot. What's the word I'm trying to say? There's because we just think of a linear type of 3-dimensional world, right?
Yeah.
And then there's time, but the thing is, because your dreams are
There's this when you're in that.
your dreams can be different lengths, but they seem longer or shorter based in real time.
But
then
it's
there's
also based on Earth time.
But then there's
And what do we measure time by? Like our cycles
time
around.
is a magnet. It's more of a magnetic thing. In the dream state, it's more electrical, where it's not as regulated, right? It's not as bogged down. It's not as slow. For instance, you know how you talk with someone, they can turn into someone else, but then you talk to them as if it's the same person.
They call DMT the spirit molecule because it's a contradiction, right? Because it's a molecule that we produce in our brain, but it's the third eye. You know what I'm saying? That if
That's what I was about to get into that.
Pineal gland,
Not DMT,
right?
but the third eye thing.
Exactly, and that's the pineal gland, and so there is some science to it, bro. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm a self-proclaimed scientist. But I call it the dream juice, bro. The tryptamine, bro, because that's what we trickle at night. But before we start to triple tryptamine, our brain releases melatonin, and we go into rapid eye movement, REM state. See what I'm saying? And then you start to trickle the tryptamine, and it takes you into your dream. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what's happening.
You just gave me a thought, Bogey.
Go ahead.
Just give me a thought. I never thought of this till now. You're triggering something. Because DMTs, people that dream a lot have a lot more DMT because it triggers.
Has a lot more tryptamine. Yes. You
So
have active pineal gland.
Huh?
You have active pineal gland. Yeah.
So I'm just thinking this now because I've seen certain things that happen in the daytime when I'm awake. So I think that when you're sleeping, it's more since your other senses are like dumbed down because you're sleeping. So that's awake. The third eye doesn't sleep. I was about to say the third eye doesn't sleep.
We're about to get real deep, bro. Awake is subjective.
I got to finish my thought.
Go ahead.
The third eye doesn't sleep. But since it doesn't sleep, it's more active at night, as you were just saying.
Yeah,
I can sleep in the daytime. There's certain things that you can see if you're not distracted enough. Ever knows when people see a lot of things when they're just smoking a cigarette, they're not doing anything, they're just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
They see a lot of people see things when they're smoking cigarettes. Ever notice that? You hear these stories? I was just smoking a cigarette and I saw this, I saw that. But if you're not smoking that cigarette, you're not seeing that stuff because all these other things are you're distracted.
Well, there could be something to it. Nicotine it does have a cognitive.
No, Bogey, you missed my point.
Okay, I'm missing it totally.
It's not the cigarette. It's the fact that the cigarette is a catalyst to slow your ass down, to relax and take everything in.
What's going on?
Because it could be anything. It could be, hey, I'm gonna bite my nails and take a break and bite my nails. It could be that. Right?
I actually get time to watch this grass grow.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying the cigarette is used as a anti-distraction tool, unbeknownst to the person. They're just smoking. But that being said, see, and this is why I believe what I just said to be true, because what I said about getting up with the alarm clock, I wake up right before the alarm almost every time, not always. I remember I was driving around. My sister was visiting from Canada. She came to LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving around. I stop and get gas. She doesn't wake up. I'm driving home. We were like on the coast, so I'm driving home for 45 minutes. But I don't stop and get gas. She doesn't move. And then I go, hey, she didn't move. I said, I bet you she wakes up right before I get home. Sure enough. And you've seen this too. That she wakes up right before I get home. How does she know that? She doesn't even know the route that was taken. But she knew to get up.
It's kind of crazy.
Waking up 10 seconds before I got home or right before I got home.
I mean,
I think that's pineal gland. It's always like looking around.
I get that because here's the thing, bro. With the third eye, bro, and it's been referred to in only the most highest selling literature ever, the bestseller, the Bible. When they say "see with your eye," they didn't forget to put the S there. They're saying "see with your eye." That's why there's even in the Vatican, the fucker's hat even. They obsess over the pineal gland. You know what I mean? And it's like one of those secrets they don't want to tell nobody. Even if you want to get darker, there's even like conspiracy theories about like the elitists. They eat pineal glands even supposedly. Yeah.
Who's Jay Jabrowski?
What's that?
Who's Jay Jabrowski?
Is there somebody in the chat?
Yeah.
Carl? Oh, no, Carl. He said you sounded like Jay just there. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure he's
talking. Oh, no, it's not Jay Jabrowski. Sorry, Carl Jabrowski.
Yeah. Just
Shout
one
out
of
to
our
Carl.
guys who's always in. Yeah, shout out to Carl. He's always in the chat.
Oh,
They
well,
say
who's
he's done-
Jay?
I think he's talking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
I sound like Jay or Bogey?
I think it was Bogey when he was talking about something specific.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what specifically he was talking about. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, motherfucking. I liked all things DMT though, so I love shrooms. So I love fucking 5-MeO DMT. Listen, it's crazy because it's real, bro. You know what I mean? I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially that the 5-MeO, bro, which is basically this. I've had the synthetic version of the toad, you know what I'm saying, which is the 5-MeO DMT. You know what I'm saying? And there's actually an argument between in the culture, right? Like there's some people like, no, that it's not the same. And like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's the same. Science, you know what I mean? You break down molecules. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have penicillin comes from nature, but then you can synthesize it. You know what I mean?
Frankie, I got to take my antibiotic, my penicillin.
Yeah, it's all good. I got you.
Thank
You know what I
you
mean?
for reminding me. It's my finger.
It was the penicillin was one of those accidental discoveries too. I think they were trying to find like something like to rival like the rubber tree plant or something like that, and they're just busting shit open and they found penicillin.
Damn.
I don't know. I might be slaughtering it, but I like knowing stupid shit, bro. I like, you know, when Google came around, I was always that motherfucker. I'll be saying some shit. There'd be someone on the site just Googling me. You know what I'm saying? You weren't playing.
Not true.
Then they hear me with a different ear. After that, like, oh, this guy, he's saying some shit. You know what I mean? Before, like, this guy, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
In that movie, The Internship, where they're literally like going out for the Google internship, Owen Wilson, his old ass, he was told that you get the same kind of nutrients whether it's milk coming from a teat or a baba. And then one of the young kids right next to him is, nope, false. And he was like, I just Googled it. And he was like, no.
Because you get the colostrum, which is that is like necessary for the infant when they're born. The first thing that comes out the tit for them is called colostrum. It's like super chuck full of everything the fucking kid needs for the next 48 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first 48 hours of this fucking child's life. It's called colostrum. Google me. I should know this. I have 4 children. Like, what the fuck you doing? What's that weird shit coming out there? That don't look like milk. Oh, he needs that? Oh, yeah. Hey, son, hey, babe, my son needs the colostrum. Put the titty on. You know what I mean? My son's going to be strong. Look, he get the titty just like his daddy. Memories.
Oh, man.
You drinking milk from the carton now. Listen, my boy, they're all grown up. I remember when you was getting the titty.
I remember there was this when it was when my brother was like playing Little League and we were like coaching this team. And there was like this one mom who's, man, the kid was like already 5 or 6. I felt
she threw the sheet over. No one's seen him standing there taking the titty on.
No, not even. I mean, but he was like riding a bike with training wheels, would get off.
He said, Mama. He wanted the tit.
It was wild. It was wild. But it is good nutrients, right? I mean, you know, like the weirdness aside.
I mean, but they get with the she better be having some good nutritious diet then.
Yeah, that's true. That's
the
true.
mother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's yeah. I mean, it's like we are what we eat.
Yeah, you'll see later after Jenny has her baby. What's his name? Kevin. His mom's like really tripping. She was like, "Oh, you're gonna breastfeed after drinking that wine?
You gotta pump and dump, bro. Bitch, you better pump and dump. You ain't getting my kid drunk." You know what I'm saying? Yes. So why I can't have fun too? I'm just a fun, but you can drink. I can't drink. That's why we have the shit frozen in the fucking shit, babe.
Oh man, that one's a fun season. That was a fun season.
No, that was my life, actually.
They actually had, peep this, Bogey. They actually had a fantasy draft inside the delivery room.
Can't stop.
What?
Did she go into labor? Was it a scheduled induction or did she go into labor in true like sitcom fashion?
No, she went into labor, yeah.
Boom, but we have a draft and she's in that draft too. She listen, no, we're having this draft and this baby.
The commissioner made the call to change the destination to the room. And she wanted to make
It's
her
so unsanitary for them to all be in that room.
Well, yeah, exactly, for sure. It's part of the joke. And the doctor is like, hey, focus on this baby and not your shitty 8-man league.
He's in a real league. He's like, listen, I'm in a 14-team Superflex IDP, bitch. This ain't shit. Let's get this baby out.
Oh, man. And you know who was the talk of the town? Take a guess. It was in 2012.
Female or male?
No, the talk of the town fantasy-wise.
Oh, CJ2K?
No,
that was
2010.
2010. Oh, Jamal Charles? Nope. Forte.
Oh, nope. You're
Calvin
getting
Johnson. AP. Okay, help me out here. I was like, come on.
It was
yeah, 2000. Wow, what the fuck?
It was after the ACL, and they brought that up. He was like, do
Yeah.
I draft Adrian Peterson in the first round? Do I dare do that? And the doctor was like, there's no way you draft a guy who's coming off of an ACL. There's only one person who did it. He was 20-something years old.
And that
Kevin would have been
wrong.
right.
You're wrong.
Kevin would have been right. He might have won the championship that year.
Christ is wrong, bitch.
And it's so funny because Kevin's championship counts.
I gave my tip to the fucking couch delivery people. It's the only cash I had. And if I didn't tip those fucking couch people for being decent and taking their shoes off, I would have had money for the fucking ice cream truck. Because my girl's, the pizza's about to be here. Yeah, any cash for tip? No, I don't. Because I gave a 20 spot to the fucking couch people for taking their shoes off because do not fucking let them wear their fucking shoes. And I'm like, so then I'm just gonna have them leave it here, then I bring it all up to the loft. Fuck that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and they're hearing me argue with her on the phone. It's cool. They start taking their shoes off. Cool, word. And then, you know what I'm saying? And I'm having a beer, and he's like, I can't wait till Cerveza Friday, huh? And I'm like, oh, because they think I'm Mexican and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm like, you know what, bro? Here's a 20 spot, bro. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Then the fucking ice cream truck comes, and I have zero cash.
Oh,
my childhood. Have you seen my childhood?
Oh, man. Think it might be about that time. Where's Nelly at?
I was just about to say he's making some food.
Yeah, so we can sign off here.
No, I'm gonna make some food.
Yeah.
What you whipping up over there, Nelly? I know you a chef, bro.
Just some chicken legs, onions, carrots.
Okay.
There you go.
How do we do? You just saw
chicken drummets, what do they call those
Okay.
things? Drumsticks.
I'm about it. We have a Filipino dish that's similar. It's like everything you just said, but we throw a little bit of garlic and then we throw a little bit of tomato sauce.
Oh, yeah, I get garlic too.
Sauce.
I'll throw that in there.
Yeah, throw some garlic and some tomato sauce. You let that shit slow simmer, you know what I mean? And then, even some potatoes in there too. Bell peppers.
Nice.
I got some bell peps. Yep.
I'm a big fan of the bell peppers. Give me the stoplight things. You know what I mean? Make my own.
All right, well, see you guys next week.
What are we doing again next week?
Next week it is Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
Okay, I gotta
Thunderbolt
find this.
and Lightfoot. If you just go search it on the Amazon Fire Stick, it'll come up with all the apps that you can watch it on. It's all the free movies.
I don't have the Fire Stick. That's why.
Just Google it. That's all I do.
Yeah, you can find it.
Yeah, I'll Google it.
Uncle
Google.
Yeah, and so if you're not following us in podcast form, go follow Silver Screen Breakdowns on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, anywhere that you get your podcasts. And if you're listening to us in podcast form, go subscribe to the Silver Screen Breakdowns YouTube channel. Make your way over there.
Please do. We got over 100 subs now, so we're doing good.
Big bong.
Yeah, find me, Nelson Tynes, on YouTube. Meanwhile, like demo reel and acting montages and stuff, even some of the commercials. And also the Valcine Paid in Full's on there too. Everybody Eats.
Everybody Eats.
I think that's got about 2 million views on it now.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
I don't know one guy's channel. I don't know who the guy is, but and Instagram is Nelson Tynes _. See you over there. I'll follow you back. You can follow me first.
There you go.
And I am Bogard scot-free. You probably can't find me because I'm very elusive. Pew.
We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.
picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really lit this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.